Flosstube, welcome back to my channel. It is Sunday the 28th, I believe, of March 2021, and this is Flosstube number 59. Busy week, but it doesn't feel like it. It wasn't until I was kind of adding up all my totals of how many stitches I'd done. I actually surprised myself. So I have 4 projects to show you that I touched this week. I won't bother showing you my crochet. I've only done like this much. You can't really tell who it is at the moment, even though you know, because I've told you. I have a little bit of haul, which I've been waiting for weeks. So I'm excited it's here. And I will just crack on. A lot of finishing up monthly challenges this week. I was a little bit behind, and I kind of looked at my paperwork and thought, right, okay, I need this many stitches on this project, so I will just whack it out and crack on with it. So I did. I still have one monthly one to finish, but I've got till the 30th, so I've got another 3 days, but I'm going to whip it out this afternoon anyway. I'm also behind on my yearly one, the one I'm stitching for Kelly, but I'll get into that as I go. Right, first things first. I think I'll get the biggest one out the way first. No, I won't. No, I'll get this one just because it's on my list in that order, so I'll work down it in that order. This one is the monthly one, not monthly one, the yearly one I'm behind on. It is Minnie the Amazing Animal Kingdom by Amy Stewart, charted by Heaven and Earth Designs. This, anyone that's new, this is for my best friend Kelly. She can no longer cross stitch because she has bad hands, so I said pick one, I'll do one for you. She chose that one, and I chose to use that for Full Coverage Fanatic Stitch Around Iceland, which is something like 76,000 just over stitches. It hasn't had a lot of work on this week. I worked it out how many I'd need every day, I think, in the beginning to complete it by December 31st, and it was something like 210 maybe. And this week I'm well behind. I have only done 281 stitches this week. Shocking, absolutely shocking. It is for me anyway. But yeah, it's coming along slowly but surely. So this is going to be on my radar for the week coming. I've got so much to catch up on it. So if I've only done 281, that's just covered one day really this week. So I've got another 6 days to catch up on with that. But I'm going to try and tie it to a monthly prompt for the Full Coverage Fanatics Bookshelf Challenge for April. So that will kind of boost my... We'll see to it after. I am not fighting with it now. Right, we'll go down this one next. I've only done 1 challenge group's weekly challenges this week. Just because, excuse the threads in the bag, I need to buy myself some more floss cards. Anyway, is this one, The World of Disney 4. This is off Etsy, Zana's Cross Stitch. And it's huge. I think it's something like 100 and... Let me look. No. 190 pages, but that's more pages than my Once Upon a Fairy Tale, but the pages on this I think are smaller than they are on the Fairy Tale one. So it's the same stitch count, roughly, just broken into smaller pages. Anyway, this one is still in the hoop because I plan to get this one out this afternoon. My head is like out there in the shed. The Amazing Animal Kingdom is stitched on 25 count, 1/1 full cross, using all the relevant colours. This one is stitched also on 25 count, 1/1 full cross, and boom, I am absolutely Loving this border. When you're stitching it and you kind of get loads of gaps and lots of colour change and you think, oh my goodness, but then when you've almost completely filled it in, it looks amazing. Absolutely gorgeous. I love it. This one this week has seen 1,055 stitches, which no, it didn't complete it because I've got to pull it out again this afternoon. I need 4,890 stitches on this for the month of March to complete the bookshelf challenge, and the book was The Murder on the Orient Express. So I still need another 1,000 some odd, and I've got 3 days, but it's coming out this afternoon. Absolutely love this piece. I still need to order some more threads because all I bought was enough to start this and this corner. So I need to, I think I worked it out earlier, 120 more threads I need. But that's multiples of 1 on some of them. So yeah, that's going to be worked on this afternoon. The next thing, now comes the big one. Next thing is this one, my other BAP big ass project. I have 2 of these. It's this one and the one I've just shown you. I don't think I'll go for another one that big at the moment. I would do it again, but just not at the moment, not with the 2 I'm doing currently. So this is artwork by Amy Stewart again, also charted by Heaven and Earth Designs, and I have worked my way across to there, all the way from there to there. I'm on pages 7, 8, 9 and 10 at the moment. I don't see the point in just doing 1 page at a time because my frame is like this wide, so I can just crack on. This is also stitched on 25 count. Do you think I like 25 count? I actually do. Right, okay. It's still in its case. I think next weekend I will have finished those 4 pages. So I will have it out of the case. Because I've got to move it across anyway, so I might as well like pull it out and show you. Anyway, this week, 2,714 stitches. I was on a massive, massive roll. Let me just pull that out the way so you can see. Still, no matter how much I do, there still seems like so much to finish. But right here, it wasn't until I put it down the other night after doing like 1,101 stitches or something stupid like that, that I actually realised that's a moon. And I assume that's meant to be the sun then, but it's actually coming out now. But like, it doesn't seem to matter how many stitches I do, it doesn't dent the ones that still need doing. Look at this, it looks fabulous. Absolutely amazing. But I think it was like 10:30 the other night, and I'd literally been on it most of the afternoon and then pretty much all evening too. And it was like 10:30 came and I thought, you know what, I hadn't even looked at the clock since tea time. I'd fed the kids, they were watered, they were happy, they were off doing their own things, so I just carried on. And when I stopped to take a break, I glanced up at the clock and it was like 10:30 at night. I shocked myself. And like, I still got so many more stitches to do to complete it. But I didn't want to put it down and I didn't want to switch projects, even though I'd got other things I needed to complete for challenges. But I put it down in the end and I haven't touched it again since. Anyway, so yeah, that completes the monthly bookshelf challenge. Rebecca, I needed 4,178 for the month of March. No, 4,160, but I actually did 4,178 in March. It's also my Full Coverage Fanatics 21,000 in 2021. That's the yearly challenge, and so far, including this week, I've done 12,629. So I am, this week bumped it up because I think last week, was it last week? Where's that gone? Yeah, last week I'd only done 9,915. And this week I've done 12,629. So I think I can safely say that will be finished before the end of the year, the 21,000 stitches. And then it also covered magical stitching, 1,000 stitches on something heavy. So all I said was there's a castle like right next to the pages I'm just completing. It's like the very end of the last 3 pages is a castle. And I said the bricks to make that would have been really heavy. So I needed 1,000 stitches, but I actually did 1,613 in 1 week. Well, I did 2,714, so plus the other things I did it for as well, because I didn't double dip. I did the stitches for one and then I did the stitches for another. So the last thing I stitched on this week, oh no, and them threads aren't kitted up either. I need some more bobbins. Anyway, it is this one, also from Zana's Cross Stitch on Etsy. Told you. Disney Villains. This isn't quite so big. This is like 600 by 440. And I've started, no, don't do that, in this corner. So far I've been filling in mostly this black. I think I was just doing this last night. Yeah, this section, because it comes out quite big on the chart. Anyway, this week on this one, 641. Why am I unfolding it? Let's just, yeah, done 641 stitches this week. So I've been filling in all this black. It's still got a little bit to go on that piece there. But when I ordered threads, I'm normally pretty good. I will order like everything I need to fill that first corner. And I haven't. There's a red, is it 400? I don't know, I don't remember. It's been 2 days since I got this out. So there's a red, it's a deep red. And I haven't got it. I thought I had, but anyway. This is also on 25 count, 1/1 full cross. Hurry up. Let's leave that there. Anyway. That one, I only needed 3,040 for the month of March, and I've done 3,071 for the month, and 641 of those for this week. So the only thing I've got to finish is the World of Disney for the month of March, and I've got 3 days. So I'm debating whether I should take part in the weekly ones this week. I'll give them a miss to kind of help me catch up with Kelly's, and I really want to finish those pages on Once Upon a Fairy Tale. Tough choices, eh? Anyway, I have a little bit of haul this week. One I ordered way back at the beginning of February, which I'll show you in a minute. This one, this lady is absolutely, is a star. I went on to Arts and Designs and I bought all my beads for my Mirabilia, Athena, Goddess of Wisdom, and it doesn't want to focus. Funky. Now the light's gone weird. The sun's trying to come out. It's absolutely windy today. My washing's taking off. Anyway, that is, yeah, it's not focusing. You all know what it is because I've showed you anyway. It's that one. Athena, Goddess of Wisdom. So I was looking for these. Several of you gave me different sites to go and have a look at. One was confusing. I like things in simple terms. It makes it so much easier. But there was only, I think, one of these left, and I quickly snapped that up before anybody else did. I believe it was £15 something for all the beads. But she did have to make a switch. There's a little notice on the back there saying that the 13034 treasure replaces the 13074. But it's all the beads I need to complete it, and they are gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Even Early couldn't take her eyes off them. I love this one. Amazing. So yeah, that was part of it this week. That wasn't what I've been waiting for since February, thankfully. I'm just now looking into the threads for that, not just the DMC, but the Karen collection. Oh, nuts. What I've been waiting for since the beginning of February is these. I decided back in January I wanted to. I have brought myself some fabric. You all know where that's going to go. And I brought that one to go with it. But now that I think about it, white is probably not a good idea for project bags. But I'm going to put this one on the outside and this one on the inside. I have some vinyl over there. But I ordered these like around the 2nd of February. And I've just been waiting and tracking. That's what you get for buying them off AliExpress. But I'm still waiting for some more. Well, hey, I'm still waiting for the fusible fleece as well. So this is the second one. I don't actually know which way. Yeah, that way. How funky is that? Who doesn't remember Pac-Man? So I'm going to make me a Pac-Man bag too. This is going to go on the outside, and then I'm going to put this one, look at that, on the inside, and I'll do a vinyl cover, obviously. I just want to have a go making some project bags for myself. So I've got 2 lots there. We'll see how the white goes. Do you know, you just, when you see something, you fall in love with it, and you don't necessarily think about how that's going to work out. That's what I did when I bought the white ones. So there are tons of fabrics. I'm not going to buy off AliExpress again. I've been waiting well over a month, so I have been looking at some more. There's a really fox one, but I'm not going to buy any more until I know how these work out. I'm going to give these a go, see how they go. If they work out, I will make some more. Anyway, that's it for this week. Like I said, I'm not going to pull my my Grafgan panel off the frame. There's way too many pegs for me to even contemplate it, even though I'm only this far up. Next week I should be way further because I found a bit more time this week to do it. So I'm hoping that works out the same again this week coming. And this week coming, the kids break up on Thursday. So there'll be less homework and Mum, can you help me? So yeah, as soon as that fleece arrives, I need to order some zips. That's the only thing I don't have, zips. Okay. Mental note, order some zips. That is it for this week, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Last week, an apology. I need to make an apology. I did make it in my whip and chat on Wednesday. Last week, for some reason, I think I've discovered why. 2 of my comments, when I clicked on them, said they were no longer available. One was Abra and one was Brianna. So I did say I'm so sorry to those 2 for the issues. But there's been some, we'll call it unsavoury messages with links being left on in the comments on my videos. Now, the very first one I ever got, I clicked on it because I had no idea. And I was mortified at what it was. So since then, I've learned to recognise them. They just leave a little link with like the seconds or something, like 21 seconds into a video, you know, someone does that. Yeah, so I've learned to recognise them now. Last week I had 2 and I deleted them both without even looking what they were. So I've blocked them and deleted them. And then because I've blocked links, I think YouTube decided I didn't want links in my comments, so it's deleted. And I only discovered because Abra told me. But Brianna, as you can see, there's a link. And I think YouTube blocked it because they decided I was deleting links and didn't want any. So my sincerest apologies if you've left a link and I haven't got it or I haven't replied. YouTube just decided to be silly. So that's that done. I haven't had any issues receiving comments since. So thank the heavens, it should be all up and running properly now. There was something else I was going to say. Yeah, that was it. Thank you to everyone who's made suggestions to a memorial type cross stitch for my mom. There was a few. They were all just absolutely so touching and so lovely. It's been a hard choice. I'm not sure I can even whittle it down to one. I might have to do a couple. Oh well. Who cares? One can go down here. One can go in my bedroom. That's fine. And I asked for help with something else as well. I don't know. I can't remember. But thank you to everyone who left me lovely comments, giving me suggestions and ideas. It was greatly appreciated. And like I said, I have fallen for a couple of them. So we shall see. So take care, guys. Stay safe. Even though here in the UK we are actually starting to open up a bit now, the cases are rising. So just do what you need to do. We're doing what we need to do. And have a great week. Take care, guys. Bye.